and welcome to an exciting edition of the Immigrant Magazine Weekly. I'm Pamela Anchang. I'm really excited because I don't get the opportunity often to have young people come on my show who are doing amazing things. Oftentimes, as parents, all we do is chastise them for one thing or the other. But my guest today is a young, powerful voice. Think about it. In the fight against tobacco or all the vices that parents and teachers talk to their children about, who's a better ally than a young person, than a youth, than a child himself or herself? My guest today is Mr. Stephen Douglas, a 14-year-old student who has decided to champion the case against the tobacco industry and gone all the way in his advocacy, working with the African Health Coalition and doing amazing work. I mean, he's gone all the way to Sacramento, where he has engaged with influential leaders, emerging as an inspirational figure in his community. So prepare to be moved by Stephen's remarkable journey and his unwavering commitment to make a difference. But before I bring him, I need you to do me a favor, subscribe to this channel. Even if you already did so, do that by clicking on the subscribe button here below, liking us by clicking the like button so that YouTube will share our videos, and of course, ringing the notification bell so that you will be notified when this content is released or all our amazing other content. We mean to please, and so follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Anchang. And without further ado, please, I want you sit tight, and here is Stephen Douglas. So I have Stephen Douglas on the show today, and I really can't wait to hear him. Stephen, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're only 14 years old. So tell us a little bit about yourself in what you've done in your 14 years of existence.
Yeah, so my name is Stephen. I'm in the ninth grade. I go to City Honors International Preparatory School. It's a school in Inglewood. I work with the African Health Coalition as a student volunteer, and I also participate in my school's robotics team as well as other programs and clubs in the community.
Oh, that's wonderful. You know, I was expecting more because some of us are so old, our resume goes on and on and on and on, but I forget you're 14 years old. You've been already so impactful. So what sparked your interest in, advocacy for young people?
Right. I would say mainly it's the experience that goes along with it. So as a high schooler, you have experiencing many other things that's going on with your peers. So like what's going on and like what they're dealing with, their struggles, their how would I put it, their achievements, and um, I would say uh, I would say that it's mainly leads to like a more impactful change amongst them doing this work and completing stuff like this.
So tell me about tobacco-free kids, tobacco-free kids.
Tobacco-free kids is a fight that we're doing to it's a fight that we're doing mainly to impact kids in order to better their lives and to help them um, make better choices involving and educate them to make better choices involving tobacco and involving mainly smoke-related products and to produce a more helpful change in their lives.
I understand that as a young person, you know how the tobacco industry targets young people. Tell me a little bit about what kinds of ways you see them targeting young people.
Yeah, so one example is mainly I mentioned my school is in Inglewood. Is right next we have another school. It's called Inglewood High School, and right in the middle of it is a tobacco shop. And so it's easy. It's an easy transmit between both of our schools, and they have advertisements posted everywhere, and it's colorful, so it attracts us, and it's right in the middle of where all the kids are. So it's mainly draws us in order to get more from us.
When you talk to your peers, what is it that makes them attracted to tobacco?
I would say it's peer pressure. Mainly, every one person's doing it, so everybody else wants to do it, and that's what mainly makes it attractive. Because like, if everybody in your school was like really wearing red sweaters and you were the only person wearing blue, you wouldn't feel great. So it's kind of similar in this situation.
Right. So what kinds of tobacco packaging do you see? How do they sell these products to young people? Like what kinds of products have you seen?
Um, well, it's mainly just vaping, mostly. Vaping and e-cigarettes. That's mainly what's going on in the places around our school.
I ask that question because parents need to know. Because a lot of young people tell their parents, oh, it's not harmful. Vaping is better. They're not puffing, right? They're not smoking. So parents
Mhm.
think, oh, some parents don't know that it's just as bad. How did you find out about the dangers of tobacco?
I actually participated in the Inglewood Public Library program, and they introduced me to many other places that can help me in going on in the future, from financial literacy, all that other stuff. And I met the African Health Coalition, and they actually educated me on the dangers of this, and it helped me going forward.
You are just an amazing champion. So you took this fight all the way to Sacramento. Listen, I wouldn't even know where to begin. So tell me about that journey to Sacramento and what you're able to accomplish.
It was a paid trip, so it was totally free. And then I went to Sacramento and I got to meet lawmakers and politicians. I don't remember their names offhand, but uh, I met them and I got to talk about some of my experiences at school. And they said, I think one of the people said that they were working on it, or they're working on the district or something like that. It was pretty cool.
I hope you're holding them accountable and make sure they keep their promises, right?
Yeah.
So tell me, as a young 14-year-old that's doing this amazing work, what role do you think the youth can play in doing this? Because I always imagine that there's not a better ally for any kind of movement than people in similar situations. So in your case, being a young person, what role do you think the youth can play in helping us fight this big war that we have?
I would say the best advice I would give them is to mainly make your voices heard, not just lawmakers and politicians, but also with your fellow students around you so that they are educated to go forward and to do things such as this.
That's amazing. Do you have a message for young people and parents?
I would just say educate and continue to grow to be a more impactful society.
That's wonderful. It's been such a joy. How's your summer coming along? I hope you're having fun, not just doing this advocacy work. What are you going to be doing this summer?
Mainly college courses at LA Trade Tech. Yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Stephen. And stay focused on what you're doing. And I can't even wait to see what you become. And I look forward to having a follow-up conversation with you soon to find out how your trip to Sacramento, what fruits it bore. Don't hesitate to let me know, and that we can have this conversation again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're welcome, and take care of yourself.
Thank you.